Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is, no, I'm just playing. What's going on, you guys? My name is Nikisha. And this is a space I'm gonna be going. This is called All Real Talk Quiche. So, um, it's inspired by a page or a name I used to go by 10 years ago. I used to call myself ART, and it just stood for Real Talk, All Real Talk, because that's what I prefer. I hate small talk, and today, now that I've introduced myself, I'm going to be producing a video like the ones I'm going to be producing for now on out. Okay. And basically, the point of this page is that I want to capture my life. I'm not getting any younger, and I want to be able to reflect back on the lessons that I've learned. And so, this is my way of kind of like writing a digital autobiography or capturing as many moments as I can. And so, today, what I want to talk about is that today actually marks the first day of that I officially quit my last job, and that I'm starting a new job. And so this is a new chapter for me, and I think that it'll be really good for me to share, for you all, and then also for myself when I come back and I look back at this. But I wanna just preface this. So I want to tell you a little bit about my journey. Over the years, God has been so kind to allow me to elevate into new positions. But every position that I've ever been able to take on, a new position, has always come with some kind of sacrifice. It's come with me. Oops, hold on now, y'all. Let's put that light back on. It comes with some form of me having to say goodbye to something else to say hi to the next opportunity. And so today is the first time that I'm going to be doing that with this job. And so about 2 or 3 years ago, I started feeling like God was telling me that I was going to be going to a new job, and there was going to be some transitions coming up in my life. And of course, like the average person, I thought it was going to be like that year, that week. And so I started getting excited, and I also started getting very stressed because I didn't know what direction it was going to go in. And at the time, I started off, I was working in education all this time, but I started to go into a new endeavor, and that was life insurance, right? And so, never in a million years did I ever think I would be a person in life insurance, but it caught my attention. It was a way to help myself build wealth, other people that I build wealth, and give them skills that the average person doesn't have. And so, I became a life insurance agent, right? And I just want to say that my journey on this process has been hard. It's been challenging. It's been times where I doubt myself, even up till now, but I believe in God. And so I've been working in the education field for years, and although I actually was getting paid pretty well, for especially to be in education, and I had a lovely team. I had a great boss. Like literally, when I tell you, I had flexibility. I had the best job that I ever had, right? To the point where that job showed me that is not that many other jobs I'm gonna want to do if they don't have that flexibility. Okay, and so I started working and doing that job, right? And on the side, I would do life insurance in the evenings, really because I liked it, and then also because of the community, right? And so over the years, I got my license. I was with one company, and me being with that company, it was really hard for me to sell, right? But I felt like the environment was hard. But even in that moment, looking back, God had His hand on me. And what do I mean by that? In that first environment I was in, my leaders were very hard on me. They were very, not even leaders, but one of the leaders was very hard on me, and kind of like, she just wanted to see us push, but the way she said it was like, it was kind of hard for me to receive in that time. um and so back then, of course, when you're being pushed, you might feel like it's personal, and if I did in the beginning, but I'm grateful for that time, because what happened was, I went with the company. Normally I would have got a regular life insurance, but in that time they said you should get a health insurance because the company's moving in that direction, all of these different things. And so what happened was, I ended up studying double the time that everyone else would study in a short, or like almost the same amount of time, to get two licenses, right? So now I'm licensed in health, and I'm also licensed in life insurance. However, the way the company was set up, it focused more on building a team versus building my skill. And so that's the only reason that didn't work out for me, right? Because I really wanted to build a skill. And again, I initially got into this because I wanted to help my family out. I wanted to understand how to build wealth, right? Like, there's no point in me getting $1 million if I don't know how to build a trust, or how to invest, or how to navigate life insurance, how to borrow against the money that I've accumulated on that account, right? And so I had a passion for that, and it was good. It was good while it lasted. the thing was, I didn't make any money, but I learned a lot of lessons, and expensive lessons, lessons that have gotten me to where I was today. So even in a moment, I'm like, God, it got to January of this year, 2024, and I was 2 years in the business, and I asked God, I'm like, God, do you really want me here? And it was to the point where I had to renew my license or not renew them. So this year comes up, I'm like, I'm just, something deep inside was like, I put in this work, I might as well renew it than to let it lapse. So I renewed my license, right? And then I ended up forgetting about it. I dropped out of the business. Months later, I end up running into someone on vacation as I'm saying, like, hey, if I find a job, I'll relocate all of this. And I find this great leadership. And this leads me to where I am today, right? And so recently I had a decision to make. I had to let go of my job, which is the sturdy 9 to 5. I know when the check is coming every Wednesday before 12 a.m. going into that Thursday, right? Especially because you got Wells Fargo. And I just knew when the paycheck was coming, how much it was going to be. And honestly, I had a lot of comfortability in my schedule, comfortability in my check, comfortability with all the things, right? And it was really good, but it came to a point where I've been in this space, right? And in this space of like, hey, you can live comfortable, talking to myself, Nikisha, you can live comfortable, but what kind of life is that going to create for me in the future if I don't put in the work, right? The Bible says that if you don't work, you don't eat, right? And so I could sit here all day under a tree and let people come bring me apples, but the moment that no one's bringing me an apple, I don't know how to plant a tree. I don't know how to go ahead and pick that tree. And so I need to learn those skills. And so the last 2 weeks have been so much pressure on me because I told God I would leave my job if I found a new job. Then he found me a new job. I told God I would leave my job if I saved a certain amount of money. I hit that number. I hit that number. And so I was laying in bed and it was like, okay, I'm asking God, like, should I go? And I was like, everything that I asked for is done. It's happening, but I'm still a little nervous because I'm jumping out like a fish out of water. I don't know what's next. And so today, like I said, marks my last day of actually working this job and jumping into the water. And I am scared and I am nervous and I am doubtful and I am also believing I'm faithful. It's a lot of different mixed feelings in this, right? I'm waking up early in the morning. I'm memorizing new products and new information, and I'm seeing others around me elevate, and I'm feeling like, can I do it? Like part of me looks at the others around me elevating, and I'm like, if God could do it for them, God could do it for me. But then part of me is like doubting, like, hey, can you reach that? Are you gonna reach it? Or maybe you haven't reached that because you weren't meant to. All of these different things, but I say that because regardless to whatever my mind tries to come up with and say why I shouldn't do this or how it's not going to work for me or it hasn't worked in the past, I've already quit my job to commit to this. And so I'm realizing a lot of things about myself immediately. And this is what I wanted. I had to put myself in the deep water. I had to put myself in in a hot seat, because if I wasn't in a hot seat, I would not grow. I have not grown in a while. Like it was to the point where I was at my old job, annoyed people were asking me to do my job. So that's how I knew it was time to go. But like I said, I'm realizing a lot about myself. Like sometimes I don't like hard work because things come easy to me. Or I'm realizing that when I'm winning, I feel good, but when I'm not winning, I could get defeated. All of these different things, and it's teaching me so much about myself. And so I'm just really here to track the journey because, like I said, I quit my last job. I let go of my good salary, and all the safety net that I have to try this new job and life insurance fully this time. And I'm gonna give it all I have. And it's already been tears that I put in there. It's already been self-doubt for myself. It's been moments where even right now it's like it feels like it's not enough hours in a day, but I'm just tracking how the progress is. And even watching other people elevate around me, I'm definitely happy, especially seeing another one of the girls. I'm really happy for her. Like, girl, she don't even understand. It's like it encourages me because I'm watching her come from education and then take off and really excel in this as well. And so I know it's possible for me, but this is just me capturing that moment of self-doubt. This is the beginning. So this video is the video of when you see me in 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I want you to know that I have self-doubt, that I don't always have it together, knowing that I'm just pushing the limit. I'm pushing the limit because if I don't push the limit, I won't grow. And I'm making myself uncomfortable, and living in this uncomfortable space is crazy. But I dare to do it. Like I want to do it because I can imagine what's on the other side. And so, like I said, these are just like diary entries to me. Like, this is real talk to me. Like, it's a lot going on in my mind right now. And I look forward to a month from now, 3 months from now, seeing where I get in the business. And even thinking back in August when I first started, I could barely get a line out. I could barely get through the script. And so now I'm at least able to get through the script somewhat. I still have to memorize it. No one brought for me. That's another thing. No one's purchased anything yet, which is okay. I've had help when people help me to do it, but I haven't independently been able to do it on my own. But that's not to say I'm not going to do it. It's just going to take commitment. It's not about if I can, it's about when I will, if I'm going to put in the work. So, like I said, I wanted to capture this video because I'm at the bottom. I don't have a job right now. Well, I don't have my old job right now. I gave up my old job to become a 1099. That means that I'm an independent contractor. Going into a new field. I'm leaving education and I'm coming into finances. And I'm pushing myself because I'll be damned if I get to the end of my life and say I took the easy way out. I'll be damned if I get to the end of my life and say, oh, I wonder what would have happened if I just pushed. And so, yes, I'm going to be bold. Yes, I'm going to walk into one of the wealthiest industries and I'm going to suck, but I dare to climb to the top. And there's nothing in life, even when I played basketball, I sucked at basketball. I was so bad at basketball when I first started. The coach, I remember not even getting in the game. I asked the coach, I said, why you ain't put me in the game? He said, because you're not good. You suck. He said it to my face. And when I think about that journey, even talking to you guys right now, from where I could barely shoot or dribble a ball to eventually when I think about it, 7-8 years later in my basketball career, I end up being one of the best players. I end up being someone who was a scorer. I had great dribble, like great handles. I was able to do all these things. Not saying I'm about to sit here and say I was dropping 20 or nothing like that, but that's another story for another time. But what I will say is that my skills grew tremendously to the point where I was the captain of the team. Yes, I was at a small high school, so but it just shows that if I stay consistent at something, that the win has to happen. So I'm putting that same theory, everything I've ever done in life, anything. If I could use this same theory for bad stuff, I know it'll happen for good stuff. So I'm just, well, not even bad stuff, but like, stuff that's not my career. There we go. Or like, anything that I've ever put my mind to, I know that the same theory will work. It's just, will I give up before it works? And so this video, this journey that I'm bringing you guys on, this is holding me accountable. This is letting me know I will not give up. And so I just want to share this video. Yes, I quit my job today, my stable job today, to work a commission-based job that I really suck at because I really want to challenge myself to become the best version of myself. And if that means going down to the bottom and then climbing up to the top slowly, then so be it. But this also, I hope this video encourages someone else who's scared to try something new or switch lanes, or whether it's a career, whether it's whatever you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, whether it's school, a relationship, places you go, whatever it is that you're scared to do. If you're scared to travel, if you're scared to love, if you're scared to spin, if you're scared to whatever it is, I want you to be encouraged today to do something that you're scared about. And don't be scared if on the way you drop tears. Y'all, I didn't drop so many tears along the way. Don't be scared if people tell you you suck. Don't be scared if you see you suck. Just kind of understand that. I'm not gonna say block it out, but have laser focus on your goal. Right now, I'll tell you guys, because if you watching this, then you're in my team. But if you're not, this is not something I'm just telling random people in my life, because this is for my YouTube channel. This we're gonna have all real talk, okay? But my goal right now is to be making 17K a week, okay? I want to hit a 17K week. That's a goal for me. And so right now I hit a 0K week, okay? But one day I will be like, guys, I hit 17K. So and I seen the people who do it, and I know I could do it. I know I have what it takes. It's just gonna take me a little time to get there. So you guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you're encouraged, whatever you're going through, and trust that you might have to suck for a while, but you will eventually become great. Okay. So thank you guys for watching this video. Welcome back to All Real Talk Quiche TV. No, I'm just playing, but for real, All Real Talk TV. Where I just want to have real conversations about my life. Sometimes it's going to be about life insurance. Sometimes I think I have really good, I wouldn't say dating advice, but evaluative dating advice, right? How to evaluate. especially also with relationships. Just, and when I say relationships, these could be platonic, how to communicate with people effectively. Like, these are different topics I like to talk about, different questions. So welcome to my page, you guys, and you guys are gonna get my heart here. I'm not gonna tell anybody in my real life about this page, but you guys are gonna be the family that I build, and this is organic and this is real. So I love you guys, and thank you for tuning in to All Real Talk Keish TV. I'm out, y'all. Love you.